one of the things that was challenging from the beginning is getting started. I was thinking of more on how am I going to change someone else's confidence, getting their confidence back. It wasn't an easy journey. It was like I have to do it really slowly and slowly.
This is Lee, Motivationalee.
Hi, Miss D. It's nice to see you today. And you know what? Every time I see you, it makes the whole world beautiful. Of course, I'm here at InstaSkin Aesthetic Clinic. Thank you so much for this time. How's everything going today?
All good. I am very honored and flattered to be invited to your podcasts. And I'm so excited to see what's the outcome of this one.
I'm excited too. Do you know what? Not everyone knows that your background is into nursing, right? And we're in the same boat.
Correct.
In the nursing profession, I know it's very rewarding, right? What made you decide to transition to aesthetic? What inspired you to transition into the aesthetic world? And how does this, like InstaSkin, played a big role in your life right now?
Okay, I've started a few years back. I'm a very vain person, you know. I love beauty. And every time I go to a clinic and I see other people, you know, do things to other people, like the nurses there or the beautician there, get so inspired on how they make the person feel. Like if I go to a clinic and I get something done, the thing that how they made me feel, I want to inspire people to do that as well. So that's why slowly I was still doing nursing then, and I started to gain education training, and then after that, obviously I need to get some skills, experience, which I did now, and I'm very confident on what I am doing.
Good.
100%.
And you look fabulous. I am not kidding.
You have to look. You have to look. You know, with your kind of business, definitely. You have to be your business. You know.
Yeah. You give justice to your business, right?
Correct.
That's why InstaSkin with Miss D. Why not? With nursing is the most stable job in the world wherever you go,
correct.
Right? And letting go of that profession, I'm sure it's not easy. Describe that moment when you're trying to decide.
I think you have to have that the want. I want to do this one. I did not really kind of stop working in the hospital right away. I dropped my hours, and then at the same time I do like a part-time cosmetic clinic as well on some other days, on my days off. But then eventually almost 2 years now I'm full-time doing this business because I feel like the demands are there. I have to really focus on what I'm doing, and I feel like I am more inspired with the people around me, the results that they've been getting from what I am doing to them. So it wasn't an easy journey. It was like I have to do it really slowly, and also to think back about the obviously how much you can gain from because I'm starting to lose my hours, so you have to get some funding, but it doesn't work like that all the time. When I started, I was thinking of more on how am I going to change someone else's confidence back, getting their confidence back, things like that. It wasn't more on the profit side because you're not going to get the profit straight away. I always, you know, if I've got like people that a lot of my, not a lot, but few of my clients are nurses as well, and they want to kind of venture in this kind of business as well. I always like tell them why do you want to do it? Because if you have your whys, and your whys are really good, and you have the concrete reason why you're doing it, yes, you have to do it. It's a risk. I think everything is a risk, but you have to take the risks, and and it's all worth it at the end of the day.
I like that. I like your values, right? You know what you want.
Yes.
You're focused on your vision, and you know your why.
Yes.
Because otherwise,
Yes.
if there are setbacks, and you don't know why you're doing this, then you will just sink.
Correct.
You'll sink through.
Correct.
That in the deep ocean, something like that. So it's very important for you to know and hold on to your whys.
There's a lot of challenges throughout the years, but I'm just so lucky that I've got really nice support system, which is my husband. He's part of the business. He's there, and I've got some coaches as well, and mentoring. So and some friends who's got businesses as well. So you have to have this people around you who can give you some sort of idea and knowledge on some things that you need input, because obviously I know the hands-on things, but behind that I really don't know. I just know how to make someone beautiful, but growing and making money and things like that, I didn't even know how much I'm going to charge a specific treatment before. So I need to get those people who knows the business. So I was up to now, I'm still getting mentoring to those people that I trust, and business coach as well. So talking to these people helps me make it easy for me to keep going on my business.
So do you think this is your choice? It's not by chance, because they always say destiny is by choice, perhaps, or by chance. So this Insta Skin, do you think is your choice, or is it by chance, or both?
Yes. Well, it's by choice in the beginning, and I think it's a mixture of by chance as well, because I found my purpose. Well, I thought being a nurse was just a path for me to find my purpose. So this is my purpose. Like I feel so inspired every time I see my clients go home really happy, satisfied. There are my inspiration why I keep going and keeping things if I need to study more or whatever services I can give to them. I do it because they're the one that inspired me to do my best, and especially if I see them, the change in them, that's number one as well.
That's good.
So
nice. Now, I'm sure a lot of nurses right now are watching, and they're also dreaming and wishing to do something more than nursing and transitioning, as you have said. Transition slowly, one day at a time. You can't just rush everything because of the bills and everything right now. But you need to know your purpose. You need to know what you're passionate about, right? And you're very passionate about this one. Because it's always a choice. It could be a chance, either of the two, versus choice or chance. How has it become rewarding, in a way, having this business for how many years now?
So I've started, it's 5 years, over 5 years now.
Wow, well done.
Yeah.
So describe your day. Your daily activities.
Yeah. So one of the things that really inspired me to do what I'm doing are my clients. Okay, I've got clients who are my regulars who can't live without me. I'm part of their budget. Okay.
I love that.
I'm part of their lives. I'm part of their budget. They can't live without me. If I go for a holiday, I'm like, when are you coming back? I'm not even away yet. Why are you already asking me when I'm coming back? So those are the things that I feel like, oh my God, I made an impact to these lives, people. Like I made this kind of change to people, because I'm that really, I'm an important person to them, So there was even a chance that, I've got a client who has to go to a different state. But then the first thing she thought was, how am I going to see Diana? You know, things like that. And I've got someone who was still on the plane trying to call me and trying to book an appointment for me to see me because they feel that their skin just, my skin needs you. You know, I've got someone who has just had a baby and about to be discharged in the hospital, calling me and making an appointment because they haven't seen me for 9 months. You know, things like that. So there's a lot of funny and inspiring stories behind InstaSkin, and I would say that it's very rewarding in a way. It's not only about the profit that you're getting, but it's the people that, you know, that it's the people that would give you the acknowledge that you're doing good. You know, like you're helping us, you're giving us the confidence that we've lost, you know. So
that's good. I love to hear that. Everyone in this modern world would love to have a beautiful skin. You look amazing. It's the confidence as well, right?
True.
You know, they want to improve their self-esteem through beautifying themselves, whether it's skincare or aesthetics, right?
Yes. One of the things that was challenging from the beginning is getting started. You know, like I don't know how to get started, but I've got the idea already on how to do it. So I have to seek for people who is in the same business, who's also nurses, and seek for their professional help on how to really make it right. Because starting a cosmetic and aesthetic beauty clinic is not easy. There's so many things behind it, and the process on building your business. There's so many regulations, permits, and everything else that you need to comply. It's more on compliance, and even you have the compliance, you have the certificates already. It's the continuing compliance that you have to
learning. That's cool. You have to learn and widen your knowledge about and skills. Hone more your skills about this skincare and aesthetics as well. What has motivated you to really focus on this InstaSkin aesthetics business?
Okay. Maybe not everyone knows about my history, which I would like to share to people because it can happen to anyone. So, a few years back, I suffered from mental illness. As a nurse, it's really hard for you to accept it because you're a nurse. You have to be strong for your patients. And that time I felt so vulnerable, and my self-esteem was really low. I even people will tell me I'm good, you're doing good, like, you know, with family and work and everything. I don't feel it, I don't feel anyway. And then I didn't take care of myself, and then one day I just realized that nobody would help me apart from myself. So I lifted myself up. The reason was my children. They were the one that they were the one that got me into that situation. And then I started to look after myself, my well-being. I started to go back and do my hair again, go back to do my hair again, and go to get my skincare. I go to a clinic and stuff like that. So I've lost my confidence, so I need to gain it back. And nobody else will do it apart from yourself. Correct. So I started to go to these clinics, getting things done, and then I started to feel good about myself again. So I'm like, so that's how it all started. And I feel like, I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way as I am feeling. Like I've got some of my clients who's telling me like they feel so good now that they feel like I've made changes in their lives because of how they look. And that's how I want to make change to people, because that's how it changed me. I have to change myself first, get my confidence back, and and I have to help myself. So yun yung ginawa ko. That's how I did it. It was hard. It's hard to accept, and I was in denial. But then when you want help, you have to ano to. And up to now, you're still on medications and stuff like that. And sometimes there are things that will trigger you, to feel bad again. But then now you have I know what to do. I have that resources now. Now if I feel like I'm so overwhelmed, or like it's too much again, so like I can feel it, and then I just have to stop and think about the good things again.
Right.
Because sometimes it gets too overwhelming, especially in this kind of business.
It will be.
Yeah.
Well, like all throughout those journey, right, from that moment up to now, what have you learned from it? What are those golden nuggets that you have taken home and realized, like, all of these things can happen and cannot happen? What have you learned?
Yeah, I think the first thing is pray. You need to pray, and you have to your family.
Value your family.
Yeah, value your family. Friends. You don't have to have many friends.
Oh yes, definitely.
I've lost a lot of friends during that moment, and it was okay. So whoever you've got at the moment, there, you don't have to have, like, you just need a few, but they're there for you all the time. You like, friends are like stars. You don't always have to see them, but they're there.
Definitely.
I'm like that, because everyone has got our own things that we're doing every day. Thank you. So yeah, and it's my family. I pray a lot. I've got my mom prays a lot for me, because she's so religious, and I think the people around you, if they pray for you, you'll be blessed.
Yes. And how are you now?
I'm okay. Of course, there are times that you're not okay.
It's okay to not to be okay,
Yes,
right?
yes, it's okay not to be okay. But now I acknowledge if I'm not okay. I seek help if I find, like, I talk to people now if I'm feeling a little bit low. And then the good thing is I don't dwell on it. Like, if I feel low now, tomorrow I'll be fine. It's not the same as before. I really dwell on it, like everything, like, but now if I'm not okay, I talk to someone, and
On call, someone's on call.
yeah, I'll call a friend, or things like that. Call a friend, yeah. So if and then sometimes a bit of Shiraz will do.
I think that's the best thing, right? Shiraz, what you call this, trilogy, whatever. But just, you know what? You must be proud of yourself, because you were able to pause and have that self-reflection, self-discovery. And at that moment, you realize that you need to stop and have those boundaries and love yourself again.
Yes.
And of course, the people that surrounded you are very significant to you, like your family. And you said your friends, right? And you're right. You don't need to have thousands of friends, especially as we mature in age.
Sure.
You don't need to have thousands of friends, because some friends are not always there for you.
Correct.
And by now you should know who are those friends.
Yes.
Who's always there for you no matter what, whether
Yeah.
you are busy or not, whether you will be able to answer your phone when they're calling you, and you won't be able to text them back. Who are those people who can really understand you deep down? honestly. So you're very lucky that you have all these people now, and it's okay if you've lost a lot. You've gained more, anyways. And especially yourself, you've gained more. You've gained back yourself.
Yes.
And you're here, and look at this. It's been 5 years.
Yes.
You must be very proud of yourself.
I know.
Come on, everyone. three big claps for you. And look at this. You look fabulous. We didn't even know, without you telling us this, the story behind all this journey. We didn't even know that you've undergone some well-being, concern and all that, because you look so fab. And again, it's not an accident. I think it's really your destiny to do this business, instant skin and aesthetics.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you. I think when you find your purpose, that's the key there. Every one of us has got a purpose. That's why we're here. When you find that purpose and you have that talent and the skills, grow it.
Definitely.
Grow it. That's how I feel like what happened to me. That's why I said nursing was just a path for me, but this is my purpose. And I'm so passionate on what I'm doing.
I can see.
That's why probably I get so emotional when I see results and people are really happy. I'm so emotional because I'm so passionate on what I'm doing.
That's really good. I just love your values, the way you see things as well, because it really affects the way you see things, the way you see things affects the way you act, right?
True.
And the way you feel. And then the outcome could be negative or positive. So it's really a choice. It's either your choice can undermine you or can empower you. So again, it's all about the values. What do you value the most? And you know that, right?
Yes.
And it's true, like, with friendship, sometimes you think like, oh, this will be friends for life, but they're only there for a reason.
Correct.
They can make you or break you.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
Yeah. I believe that friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they're there. Because I'm one of the star to my friend as well. I'm not with a very I'm sure you are too.
Yes.
With our very busy schedule. But when our friend, we feel it. When our friend will text or call us, there's something there. It's not like they only want or need us when they need something. You know that they're genuinely there for you.
Exactly.
You
You
know.
would know if they're genuine as well.
Yes.
Genuine friends or people around us, if they're genuine. They're happy whether you're on your highest
Correct.
point or lowest point of your life.
Correct.
And they lift you up.
Correct.
And even now, social medias, right? They don't need to be there giving you this love heart and like and whatever, but they're there clapping their hands behind the scene and very proud of you. And you know, it's the energy, the law of attraction. I always say this in my podcast, is the law of attraction.
True.
So those unattracted to you, it's not your loss, it's theirs.
Yeah.
So it's okay, bye. Right?
Like the people,
Continue to
the people for you who's meant to come to you will come to you.
Definitely, it's a magnet.
And it's like a destiny as well. Like I have lots of my clients who's like, oh my God, Miss D, thank you. I've been looking for this kind of service for a long time. Like they're so grateful that they found me, and you attract those kind of people. So like you feel like you're a blessing to them, but they're also blessing to you.
It really meets those energy.
Yeah.
And having you as well around, it's like kind of vibrant. Like, because you're already fabulous, us, like, we want to be here and be fabulous like you as well, looking great, confident, and it's just right, happy. That's the word. Miss D for happiness. No, that's not H. D for, what can you say? D for whatever.
D for delusional.
Devour. I love that.
That's me.
But the good thing about this, like, there is that certain kind of power that you really you have in your heart.
Yeah.
That you're really calling other people to come, and wherever you go, even this is you're here in Malvern or in Cranbourne, people will just come. I'm sure. Where are the demographic of your clients?
They're everywhere.
Good.
Yes, I remember I had a client who was in Melbourne, but she has to go to Adelaide for work. So like she's got like a 2-year contract or something there, but she still comes to me every 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm like
That's
kind
really
of
good.
yeah, I'm like kind of part of their, you know, life
Part of their life already. We can't live without you.
Like she comes to me every 3 months, and I think when you find these people that value and trust you, and even with the hair, you know, like you have your favorites where you want to go, or your
Yes.
makeup you're gonna go, you don't want to get anyone to touch your hair, or you don't want
Yeah.
anyone to touch your skin. It's like that,
I can,
you know.
I can sympathize. Yeah. Salon d'Yvonne for my hair, and
Yes.
Salon d'Yvonne for my makeup, and
Yeah,
also
yeah.
Sapna, you know, it's
Yes.
part of it.
Yes, same as me.
Talking about your services, what are those InstaSkin and aesthetics services that you have?
Okay, I have plenty on my menu. I said menu. So I start with skin, okay? So with the skin, I do facial treatments, which can be hydrofacial, dermapeel, whatever, you know, so really skin rejuvenation, you know. So I also have laser, which is for skin rejuvenation. For tightening of the body. So I've got for face and body. Before I just had, before I only have for the face, but now I also have for the body. So I've got those laser machines that I use for the body as well, and also for the face. So so that's for the skin and the body, and with my injectables.
So that's the aesthetic part.
So yes, so with my injectables, which I'm so obsessed with them as well. As being a nurse, I love jobbing people.
Me too, I love doing that injecting to people, but don't inject on me.
Yeah, I love jobbing people. So anyway, so I do anti-wrinkle injection. I do fillers. I do skin rejuvenation for like skin boosters, things like that. I do lipo dissolve if you want a quick if you're a little bit you know, you want a quick job.
I might need all of those.
All of the above.
Oh my goodness, to look gorgeous like you. My goodness. Let's book it in, okay, please. So Miss D, how does InstaSkin embrace diversity?
Actually, I've got different clients who's got different backgrounds, okay? So I've got clients who's got a light skin colored clients. I've got clients who's got mid skin colored clients. I've got clients who's got darker skin colored clients. And
wow, that's good to know.
yeah, so I've got male and females as well. And actually, I would say men are also kind of like more like aware of taking care of themselves now. I'm not
They're
only
conscious.
they're conscious. They're not. It's not only women. A lot of my clients comes out, and some of are like sitting here, and male clients comes out, and you can see the faces of the women like, oh my god, like there's a man coming. There's a man coming to do like I don't know what is going on, but yes. So there's a lot of men that wants to, you know, to get the confidence and feeling good as well. And enhancement and stuff like that. So I don't force anything to anyone. When they come to me, I ask them, how can I help them? And then they address their concerns. I give them the options of what are the treatments I have. So I've got clients who's a little bit conservative, that doesn't want any, you know, needles on their face or on their body. That's okay. I've got other options for them. So I give them, I lay down the cards, I give them options on what treatments I can give them. I don't force any treatments to anybody. I give them the option to decide, but then with my recommendation.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Wow. And it seems like the modern world is now, especially with the male, they're conscious about beautifying themselves. What's going on in this world after COVID, right? We want all to be beautiful. But anyways, it's a good thing.
Yes.
So not just for women, but also for men.
Yes.
Well done for that.
Yeah.
You're trying to magnetize all these people. It seems like the whole world is not just down under. It's here at InstaSkin Aesthetics.
Yes.
Well done. Now, I want to clarify something about from the skincare to the aesthetics later on. Let's start with the skincare, because some people would only like to do it at home, right? They have their own skincare. They spend a lot of money about different skincare. What's the importance of coming to a clinic like this for their skincare? Like, say you said about what's the other one? You talk about what's it, carbon peel?
Yeah, the hydrofacial.
The hydrofacials and all that.
Yeah.
What's the importance of this? If we can just buy somewhere at Priceline or Mecca or anywhere, Sephora.
Yeah, I think going to a professional is very important, because they're the best person to give you recommendations and expert advice on what you need. Of course, you can still use, but I always say this to my clients: as we grow older, we need to level up a little bit, so we need some medical grade skincare products now that we're a little bit getting older, so going to a clinic with professional, they'll be the one to tell you what's best for your skin type. Because when you come to me as a client, first time client, before I touch your skin or do any skin treatment with you, I always start with skin analysis. So that's my basis on and then from there, and then we can do like a treatment plan for you. So yeah, it's very important. Of course, you have the choice to do your own regime at home, but it won't be as effective when you come to and spend. Yes, you spend, but it's all worth it.
It could be more superficial, right?
Yes.
They can buy $300 worth of different skincare, but it's still superficial. But coming here, it's really in-depth, looking after their skin. That's good to know.
Yeah.
And what's the best that you can recommend for a skincare regime here at InstaSkin?
Yes. So I always tell my clients to make sure that, if you come to me, you still have to have your own skincare routine at home.
So you continue?
Yes, you continue.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if it has to be my product or what, but you have to have a skincare routine.